Can't tell you how thrilled I am here at Nipissing University. It's Convocation Day, and we have none other than the international music star, Jeremy Dutcher, receiving his first honorary degree, and that honorary degree is from Nipissing University. We are so honored by that, and we are thrilled. Jeremy, thank you very much for being with us today.
Well, Eamon, I'm happy to be here, man.
And I want to know how a kid from New Brunswick heads out and all of a sudden begins to touch hundreds and then thousands and then across the country and becomes an influential person in the music industry and within cultural industries. How does that happen? How did that journey happen for you?
Mentorship. Yeah, it was my teachers, that put me where I am. I was very lucky from a young age to be mentored and guided and shown the importance of song, not as like a form of entertainment, but as a form of healing and as a communal practice. So that was kind of built into how I thought about music. So when I went to music school, I was like, oh, is that it? We're just strictly talking about a performative, offering of music, but I felt like, oh, there's something more because I was rooted in those that taught me. So I try to value and lift up, that non-institutional education as well, and think about, those matriarchs and those people that pointed me in the right direction and said, hey, maybe you should try this. Maybe you should go this way. So yeah, I think it comes down to having teachers, people in your life that support you and let you actualize your vision, and not only that, but point and guide. Like there's one particular one. Her name is Maggie Paul, and she's an elder from back home. And about 8 years ago, she's the one that kind of told me about the wax cylinders and said, "Hey, maybe you should go check that out." And it put me on this whole path to go and to share music and do it in a kind of a different way, not in a way that I was learning at school, but in a way that felt authentic to me. So yeah, that's how I would answer that question, is just being invested in the reciprocity of the mentorship process, and understanding that as you're learning, you're also teaching,
So I have had the privilege of seeing you in a concert. So I've watched you perform. And so I know that you found your voice. You found your voice metaphorically and literally found a voice that moves people's hearts and spirits. And I'd like you to, I know you could write a dissertation on this and we could spend hours talking about it, but just in a few brief minutes, could you talk about the relationship that you have found between song and language?
Kevin, you're not going to make me write a dissertation, are you? I really hope not. But I can absolutely talk about that because I think it's this intrinsic relation that I don't even know that I fully understand. But I think about, my favorite songs and the lyrics to those songs. I know them better than, I know the back of my hands. And so there's a way that when music is connected to word, it couples something and it is energetic within us, that it stays. And so for me, being on my language journey, song has been a crucial part of that, a critical part of that. And so sharing songs and getting to sing in language and try to offer something to the young ones who are coming up, that, when I was young, I couldn't go to the radio and turn on, and hear Wolastoqiyik language. And I hope that's a little different now. So for me, it's just about that, is providing a little more resources all the time for those that want to learn. And it's cool now because there's a groundswell of not just people in our community, Wolastoq, but also, our Mi'kmaq relatives, our, non-Indigenous people, newcomers. It's like, it's an exciting time to see, because I think people are turning towards Indigenous ways of knowing and languages and saying, oh, what have we missed by not being in dialogue with these ways of knowing? don't know if that answered your question.
It does.
Does it? I'm trying to.
And so it's perfect. No, so the segue is to the honorary degree, which really celebrates your accomplishments, but it also celebrates the work in progress. And you're such a modest person, you probably don't grasp how inspirational your work is to people across the country as part of this movement that's happening with the celebration of Indigenous culture and traditional songs, music, language. So I want to ask you, based on that, what will your message be to the graduates today?
I guess if I had a message to a graduate today, it would be, remember your place in the continuum. As you stand on that stage and receive that paper, know that there were so many people, you have so many people behind you that have been like rooting for you for generations, you know? And what you've done in this moment today to complete this education journey is just the start of what's coming. I go back also to that, to teach and to learn. You've just been offered something here at this institution of higher learning, you know. You've worked so hard to get there. Congratulate yourself, you know. Celebrate. That's important, but also drive forward, keep going, and do the work that's going to help your community.
Well, that's a terrific message, and I want to say congratulations to you, and on behalf of Nipissing University, thank you for sharing your gifts with us today.